Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to understand the classic coding interview problem, Leetcode 1-1, best time to sell stock. This one get asked a lot in top tech interviews, and today we will only not only solve step by step the code, but I'll walk through how to think like a candidate in a interview room. Okay, so the problem statement is saying that best time to buy, sell and stock. You are given an array prices where price at I is the price of a given stock on the ith day, right? You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy a stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. So this is the example 1 where input price is 715364 and output is giving 5. How? Let's understand the explanation. Buy on day 2, price at 1. Sell on day 5, price at 6. Profit is 6 minus 1 is 5. Right? Means you have to buy on when the price is low and sell when the price is high, right? Then you will get the maximized profit, right? So your goal, what is your goal? Buy one day and sell another day, right, in the future, and maximize your profit, right? If you can't make a profit, just return 0. Question saying note that buying on day 2 and selling at day 1 is not allowed because you must buy before you sell, right? Now understand the approach, right? Now let's think. The brute force way is to try all pairs, right? For each I, try every j is greater than I, right? And then we'll calculate profit and we'll track the max profit, right? But in that case, it will become what? O of n square, right? That will be slow and not scalable, right? Not scalable, right? In interview, that's your warm-up. Don't code it, just mention it and move on. You just say, I can try all the pairs in the brute force way. For each I will try every j greater than I, right? And then we'll calculate the profit and we'll track the max I. Let's suppose if there is, give me 1 second. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, let's suppose there is a, we'll have the for each pair, right? It will, I will start from here and j will start from here, let's suppose. So all j is greater than I, let's suppose, right? We'll calculate the profit and we'll track the max, right? But in this case we have two loop, right? And that is why it become what? O of n square. That will be slow and not scalable, right? That is why we the brute force approach we should not try in the interview, right? But in interview, that's will be your warm up, right? Don't code it, just mention it and move on. Okay, now the real trick is to scan the array, right? What is the optimal solution? That is a greedy one that we are going to talk about, right? So this will be a greedy and the optimal approach, you can say. So the real trick is to scan the array once, and at each index, if I'll say sell today, what's the profit, best profit today, right? I could have made so far, right? So if I sell today, what's the best profit I could have made so far, right? So the answer that to answer that, we keep track of the minimum price since so far, right? That's kind of like a running valley, right? So the minimum track is so the mean price will take a mean price, right? And will track the lowest price so far. Okay, and for each day, if the today price is lower than the mean price, right, we will update that. Okay, otherwise what we will do, we'll calculate the profit and we'll update the max profit, right? So first of all, our goal is to find the mean price, right? So we'll keep track of the lowest stock price so far. So so for each day, if the today price is lower than the mean price, we will update the mean price. If not, then we'll find the max. We'll find the profit. We'll calculate the profit and we'll update the max profit. And if it's a better, right? Gotcha. Okay. So in the real interview strategy will be, don't just rush to code. Talk through your thought process, a good structure. Describe the brute force approach briefly that I told you. Say why it is inefficient because it become open scare, and propose a greedy solution. Explain the intuition first, like I told you, right? Like you can go with. So the upper approach will be, will find the mean track, mean price, will track the price, lowest price so far. If the price is minimum, we'll update the mean price, otherwise we calculate the profit and then we update the max profit, right? So propose a greedy solution, explain the intuition, and then code. Clean, confident, and with a few comments, right? You have to write some comments also. Okay. So the solution will be, right? So we'll have the we are going with the what we can say, the greedy and the optimal approach, right? And for that, the solution class will contain this max profit method that contains the prices, right? So we have to find what mean track. We have to find the mean price to track the lowest stock price so far. And for that, what we have to do, we have to write int mean price equal to integer max value, right? And for each I, what we have to do, for each I, for each day, we have to make a you can say a loop, for loop. And you can directly, not I, you can write int I, you can just make a loop of 4 prices, and you have to find the mean price. If mean price is less than the current price, mean price will get updated, right? So in this way, we'll track the lowest stock price so far, right? Once, otherwise what we will do in the else condition, otherwise we'll calculate the profit, right? How will price the profit? Price minus mean price, right? That will be your profit, and we'll update the max profit with math.max profit, and the profit that we have calculated, price dot mean price, right? That is your per profit. So we have calculated the profit by subtracting the price minus mean price, and then we'll update the max profit, right? Like this we will do, and finally we'll return the max profit. Okay. So the time complexity we'll talk about is O of n. This will be one pass because there is only one for loop, right? And we are traversing for all the prices, right? And the space complexity will be O of 1 because we are not going to take any extra spaces, right? And so the space complexity will become O of 1, right? No extra storage, right? So now here is your interview strategy, right? Like no need to be in rush, right? Don't just rush to code. Like just talk to your thought process, a good structure, describe the brute force approach in brief, and say why we should not do, right? Say why it's inefficient, propose a greedy solution, explain the intuition, then code, and then code with a clean, confident, and with few comments you have to write, right? And in the interviewer may will ask you, what if the price are decreasing, right? Like 7643 was there, right? So no profit was there, right? So if it is in the decreasing order, 76431, like that, it will be there, right? So there will be no profit. So our code should handle it, returns 0, right? So you can tell, right, about that. So interview can also ask, what if the array is empty, right? So you might add a guard clause just to be safe, right? And so that's it, right? And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your fellow coders. Don't forget to subscribe for more coding walkthrough and mock interview preparation. If you got a problem, you are stuck on it, drop it in the comment and I might feature it in the next video. And thank you for watching, guys. Keep grinding your coding skill, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video.